sitting with you right exactly in front of you, and I'm auditioning you for a beauty audition, and I'm expecting a clear skin, fair and glowy cheeks, plumpy lips, fully conditioned hairs. So don't you think there you see a problem? If you not, then I definitely do. So this is not about the problem about a woman. It is about the unrealistic parameters which we are stuck into. So that's where this case comes into the picture. So let's discuss that how Dove broke this taboo years ago with their realistic campaigns and truly showed us what real woman and what real beauty expectation stands for. So the problem which Dove faced earlier was the stagnant growth and decline in their loyalty programs, for which they came up with many campaigns with their objective to define that what truly Indian beauty is and the shift towards the emotional selling. So let's discuss this scenario with the three consulting approaches which we have. So first one is specifically STP, which stands for segmentation, targeting and positioning. So Indian women or adults, whoever comes between the age of 18 to 45 are the consumer segments. But they didn't try to cater all of them at once. They tried to break it into the small segments, then tried to work narrowly with them. They just didn't only show them that you don't need to match into the beauty parameters which people have, but you need to cherish your own beauty. So then comes the brand equity model. So what exactly Dove as a brand exists for? So Dove increased its loyalty programs and its brand by sensing that beauty is not merely about just the unrealistic parameters, but it is much more that, and it can be open for all of us. It can vary from every woman to woman. Like I have wavy hairs, I don't have perfect hairs, but I don't have to fit in that. And Dove not only merely categorized themselves into the soaps, but they expanded into the beautiful portfolios. So the next principle which comes is emotional value proposition. So they gave the trust and assurance to people that we are not only here for supporting you in your unrealistic parameters, but we truly stand for what we are. But at last, what I want to say is Dove just didn't change the advertising; it changed the whole meaning what the brand stood for. That's why they excelled in their numbers. So let's have a look at the video.
Every day, millions of consumers enter this aisle. Hundreds of products compete for attention, promising softer skin, better protection, and greater beauty. But when every brand makes similar promises, something happens, products become commodities, and brand loyalty begins to fade. For Dove, the challenge was simple. How do you stand out when everyone else is selling the same thing? The answer was not another product feature. It was emotion. Dove challenged the traditional definition of beauty. Instead of perfect models and unrealistic ideals, it began featuring everyday women, real bodies, real skin, and real stories. This became the foundation of its Real Beauty platform. Strategically, Dove moved beyond functional benefits and built an emotional value proposition, helping women feel comfortable and confident in their own skin. Its segmentation and positioning focused on consumers who felt disconnected from traditional beauty advertising. And through this emotional connection, Dove strengthened its brand equity, turning a simple personal care product into a brand with a purpose. And eventually, every strategy faces the same test, the shelf. When a consumer reaches for Dove, they aren't just choosing soap or body wash. They are choosing what the brand represents. Dove transformed from another product in a crowded aisle into a powerful global master brand. Because products can be copied, features can be matched, prices can be undercut, but meaning is harder to copy. Dove didn't just sell beauty. It changed the meaning of beauty.
At first glance, Dove appears to be just another brand on the supermarket shelf. But its real competitive advantage was never just the product. In a crowded personal care market, where functional benefits can be copied and consumers can easily switch between brands, Dove chose a different path. It understood its customer segmentation, not only by age, lifestyle, but also by their attitudes, emotions, and relationship with beauty. It then targeted women who felt disconnected from the unrealistic standard traditionally presented by the beauty industry. And finally, Dove created a distinct positioning. That means beauty should be real, diverse, and inclusive. This transformed the brand's value proposition. Dove was no longer saying our product is better, it was saying we understand you. That emotional connection became the foundation of strong brand equity, awareness, associations, trust, and ultimately loyalty. And that is the larger lesson from Dove. In a commoditized market, competing only on product features can lead to short term differentiation. But when a brand connects with deep human need, it becomes much harder to replace. Dove did not just simply change its advertising, it changed what the brand meant. From product to purpose, from features to emotions, and from selling beauty to redefining beauty. Because in the end, consumers may forget what the product promised, but they remember how brand made them feel. That is the power of STP, and that is the power of emotional brand equity. Thank you.